Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and I'm back in the UK. And as you can probably tell, I'm not taking it that well. Being back in the oppressive UK has been slightly hard, and I'll get onto the little present that UK Customs had for me on my arrival back into the UK. I'll get onto that in a sec. But I wanted to make this video basically to give you guys a bit of an update, bit of a recap, a bit of conclusion to the trip, and talk about a few things that are going on. As I said, a few updates. So obviously the trip, if you missed it, go back onto the previous videos. I spent a week or just over a week out in the States, flew into LA, went through Las Vegas, ended up in Utah, 5 days shooting with American Shooting trips in Utah, St. George, and then went back to Las Vegas and back to LA. And the whole trip was absolutely amazing. Everything that I had hoped, everything that I thought it would be. It was a fantastic balance between sort of serious practice and tuition, matches, and also enough time to just be able to go to the range and do what you want. Just pick a bay, get your pistol, load it up, and fire away. If you were following the vlogs, you probably saw that I didn't shoot a lot of things that were too sexy. There was a lot of nice stuff there, but there was no real fully automatic machine gun fire, no real sexy calibers out there. And that's because the Utah trip that American Shooting Trips runs is a more formal sort of 3-gun practice, sort of tuition-based trip. So it's all around getting people to a better, higher standard of shooting. It's about getting them comfortable with 3-gun, improving their pistol technique, rifle technique, and just an overall match technique. It's the Kentucky trips that they hold in October, around that time of the year. That's more of the fun and games. That's more of the machine guns, the 50 cals. You get the chief of police come down in a Humvee with fully automatic M16s. It's, you know, they're two sort of separate different trips. If you want to progress, if you want to learn and better your shooting, then that's the Utah, that's St. George. So the beginning of the year, you know, around May time, April, May time. If you want to just go out there, shoot a load of guns, have a load of fun, and not take it too seriously, then it's going to be the Kentucky trips in October. Now, if you are interested in going on one of these trips, the dates have already been released. If you're interested in this coming October's Kentucky trip, the dates are the 23rd to the 27th of October. And if you're interested in Utah, the Utah dates have just been announced, and it's going to be from the 8th to the 12th of April. Both trips are £995, and that covers everything shooting related taken care of. That's what you're buying in that package. And going to LA, so the Utah trip, we flew out to LA, flights were like £550, and the hotel I think was around £200 to £250, but John and I were sharing a room, so that was halved for both of us. So for a full-on week package of shooting with all your ammunition, guns and range fees covered, £1,000 I think is excellent. And if you can get a cheap flight and cheap hotel, which American Shooting Trips will help you arrange and can book for you if you need that, you can get a real great package at a real great price. Now, finishing off talking about the trips, the last video that I did where I sort of gave a bit of a summary wasn't actually meant to be the last video. I had intended to carry on vlogging for the Saturday and the Sunday, but things sort of went a bit to shit. We rented a stunning yellow Chevrolet Camaro, the Transformers Bumblebee car, to go cruising around Las Vegas in, and then make our way down to LA. It was the perfect plan. Saturday night was absolutely amazing, and then sort of Sunday morning when we went to head to LA, everything just went downhill. And I think if you guys will remember, Saturday is actually when I released that final vlog video, was released very, very late. And this was because of travel and, you know, us going and getting the car and sorting that out, which was a small nightmare in its own, but only really a sign of things to come. So we left Las Vegas Sunday morning, we had realised that the car had a slow puncture, but it had only gone down sort of like 1 or 2 psi overnight. So we thought, top it up, hit the road. By the time we get to LA, you know, it should be okay. And then we give it back to them, tell them they can sort it out. So we filled the tyre up, filled the tank up, and left Las Vegas. About probably about 10 minutes into the trip, hitting the interstate, I put my foot down, and then we could hear this massive scoring and grinding sound. It turned out that the under tray and front splitter had fallen off the car and was scraping along the front. As it transpired, the car had been involved in an accident previously, which wasn't repaired properly, and left us stranded at the side of the road with not a lot of time to sort of either go back to the car rental place or do a proper fix. We sort of bodged it on the side of the road, like shoved it back on. We had a plane to catch. We just thought, let's go for it. About 50 miles into the trip, we realised that the slow puncher wasn't exactly a slow puncher, was causing us quite considerable stress, getting down to about 7 psi at one point, which meant we had to stop at every available stop on the way to fill it up until I got a tyre in a can, put that in, and it sort of held it until we got to LA. But not before the front splitter fell off again, causing us to have to remove it from the car with a bit of bodgery, John on the underside of it with a penknife. Threw that to one side, headed down the road, more stuff flying out the back of the car, you know, separating from underneath. It was the most stressful bit of driving I have ever had to do. And after the travel of getting back to Las Vegas and then having to, you know, get the car and then having all those issues with the car, my mind was just not there to vlog it or really video it, and it sort of went down the wayside. I decided not to vlog those days. And also customs, as I said at the beginning of the video, had quite a nice treat for us. So we got to LA, the car was in one piece just about. We just about made our flight, got onto the flight, landed in the UK about 10 hours later, only for my passport to be flagged up at border control. Yeah, you can see where this is going. So I get flagged up at border control, end up sitting in this like section pen for 10 minutes, get pulled through where John's already got my case off the carousel. I'm with 2 border sort of custom guys. They grab John, they grab our suitcases, take us into customs and search our bags. Of course, we've got gun bits on us. Everything is unlicensed. Everything is, you know, kosher. We weren't trying to do anything or bring anything through that we weren't supposed to. Unfortunately, customs were not clued up on what could be brought through and what exactly we had on us. So this led to a 5-hour wait in Terminal 2 Customs. Not something I want to repeat in a hurry. Luckily, they were really, really nice about it. They, I think, genuinely felt for us in the situation. They couldn't let us go. We knew that they were only doing their jobs. It was only them trying to decide who they needed to get there and inspect it, which like took 5 hours. I think it's completely unacceptable. We were held up that long, but they had a job to do. They needed to make sure. They got the firearms guys in there, and again, they were just so nice. They were really apologetic about the whole situation. Checked all our bits, and as soon as they were there, we were out within a couple of minutes. So the perfect trip ended up going, you know, a bit nightmarish at the end of it, but it was still absolutely incredible, and I've got a cool couple of stories to be able to tell people. Now, moving away from the trip, I just want to give a quick update on the patches. Now, a load of you have already pre-ordered patches, and I'm incredibly grateful. The support to the channel is amazing and will benefit this channel greatly. The patches are now completely on order. They are being made as I speak. I should have them within the next week to 2 weeks, and I even got a photo from the manufacturers to show exactly how the end product will look. So these are due imminently. I'm still doing the pre-order. So if you want one and you want to save yourself £1, if you want to buy one in the UK, they're £4.99 posted to your door. If you're buying them from internationally, they're £6.99 posted to your door. Once I've got the patches and, you know, I'm selling them, you know, I've actually got them here, those prices will go up £1. So if you want one, save yourself £1, pre-order them, and then I can send them out as soon as they come to me. As soon as I get them, I can send them out to you guys. And off the back of the patches, it is the patches that I'm waiting for to be able to do the 10 days of giveaways. This is for hitting the 10,000 subscriber mark. I know as I make this video, we're just about to hit 11,000. No, I'm not doing 11 days. I'm still doing the 10 days of giveaways. I've got loads of really cool stuff to give away and a load of patches. I'm going to be doing sort of a 2-tier giveaway each day. So at least 2 prizes to be won each day. And I'm just waiting for the English shooting patches to be finished, and so that I've got them so that I can send them out in the various prizes that I'm going to be giving out. So yeah, lots has happened. I've got bloody loads of videos to be able to do from the footage. I've got a new scope that I'm going to be reviewing for you very shortly. The new Vortex Viper PST Gen 2. I used it out in the States. I've got various other gun bits that I reviewed out in the States. We went to a shop and I've got a full shop tour video for you guys. So lots and lots of videos to come, giveaways to come, patches to come. It's all go here. And of course, on the sideline, I'm still working hard on Novus, still developing products. Obviously, recently spending 2 weeks out in the States, that's been a little bit delayed, but I am still full in design prototype mode and trying to get products out as soon as possible. So there you go, guys, a very in-depth update for you all. Lots going on and lots to talk about. Thank you very much to all the people that watched the US vlog series. If you want to check those out, I'll put links in the description below. If you want patches, I'll put the links for the PayPal in the description below. Everything that I've talked about in this video, I'll put links in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for all your continued support on the channel. Some really exciting stuff coming up in the future. And as always, I hope to see you soon.